So I have this sewing pattern going out today. That's the first thing. It looks like it's an older, little bit older, like cheerleader thing. Found it for very cheap. So it's a good flip. I also have this Superman child cape that is going out today. These Dockers ideal fit women's pants, and Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. This sold just now, and it's called Churchly Joy. It's a devotional, Orthodox devotional book. So today's coffee of choice is a Starbucks Komodo Dragon Blend, and I'm just going to pop a picture of that up here. And what I did here in my coffee today, I just added a little bit of Torani here, which is a cheap syrup you can get. We usually order different kinds of syrups online because we can get a good deal. But that's what I used today. Just a little bit of vanilla, and then I added some almond milk to it. And typically I drink my coffee black, but every once in a while I'll just experiment with making a different drink. But that Komodo Starbucks is very sort of earthy tasting and dark. Can definitely taste a couple of herbal flavor notes in that. Hi guys, Coffee Freelancer here, and today I'm bringing you the first installment of the Thrift Wars. I'm going to do Goodwill versus the Disabled American Veterans Thrift Store. And I did do a short alluding to this video before, but this is going to be the full length, and I'm going to compare price points and the item finds, and obviously just for fun and entertaining, we'll see what I find, and also it's subject to just the things I find on one particular outing. Real quick, just watering our jalapeno potted plant here. Getting a little wilty in the heat. Definitely gonna bike to the thrift stores today. Still not too terribly hot out yet, but it is expected to be around 100. But it's just a nice day to ride on my day off, get a little extra exercise. And stopping by the library here. Every once in a while, they're giving away some free books that are actually worth a little bit to flip. Does not look like they are today. So in the left corner, we have the Disabled American Veterans Thrift Store. All right, so I'm in the electronics section of the Disabled American Veterans Thrift Store. And most of their things are $2 a piece. And a lot of times I can find some very flippable electronics for only $2. You just have to do some testing. This looks like it's $3. But today there's not a whole lot here in stock. So shirts and things here are $1.95 a piece, and so are shorts and jeans, so not bad. So all their t-shirts are $1 a piece. That's really funny. I don't know if any of you recognize the old Nordic Track commercials. They used to be on all the time, but I'm kind of dating myself a little. So their books are 50 cents a piece for hardbacks, which is very reasonable, and 25 cents for paperbacks. And I have flipped many a book here, and also got plenty of books for personal use as well. So their records are 25 cents or 50 cents, which again is very reasonable. Flipped many a record and also found many a record for personal use here. So I didn't mention it in there, but they do have a shoe section, and they're all about $3.95 a piece, which can be really good if you run across some good ones. However, today there wasn't any good ones, and so there wasn't anything really worth putting on film. However, the other thing I didn't show is they do have a new with tags section at the front of the store, and I again wasn't able to film that because there were like the cashiers and everything were on video and I didn't have permission. But their new with tag section, they're all $2 a piece, which can be excellent sometimes because I can stock up on new with tags items that of course go for more on eBay. And in the right corner, Goodwill. So here, hardbacks are $1.99, paperbacks are 99 cents, and records are $2 a piece. So sometimes that can be a good flip, just depending on the value of the item. So shoes here vary anywhere from like $3.99 clear on up to like $10.99, and sometimes things are individually priced differently here. Usually they're priced a little higher, and I've heard in other stores or other Goodwill chains, even the store that's like 20 minutes away from us, they're starting to be priced much higher at Goodwill. So not sure how it is in your area, but that's what to expect here. It used to be far less. Kids' clothing and things are usually $1.99, sometimes less. So still not bad. And then of course all the shirts are $1.99, still not bad. Blue tags are 50% off. So like every Goodwill, their housewares vary anywhere from like $1.99 clear up to like $10.99. And of course, they're also doing the 50% off blue tags, which I've noticed that some Goodwills don't even, just don't do the tag sales anymore. Coats and things like that are like anywhere from like $7.99 to $15.99 here, and so again, sometimes that can still be very good, depending on what you find. All right, so how did things go at the DAV? Well, first thing I found was the Institute of Biblical Studies VHS 3 video set that is the Old Testament. This is still sealed, and there's just a large market for things like that. There's all the old forms of media, whether it's CD, cassette, VHS. There's a large market for biblical studies and Bible reading and things like that. And so and being still sealed, I can probably get at the very least $10 for that. Sometimes I give things like that away, just depends if there's a place that has need. And a lot of the local, like some of the organizations that reach out to like homeless folks, stuff like that, sometimes they need materials like that. In the past, little ways into the past, I would just give them. I found these sewing patterns. They're both like McCall's sewing patterns. I've had a lot of luck with those. I've sold any of them that I've picked up for 25 cents at the DAV. I've sold those for at least $10, and they've all sold recently. So I found this. This is a East 5th blouse. Again, I'm learning a lot more about clothing like that for flipping. And of course, my wife tends to help me learn a little more about those things, but I do know that that will at least bring $10. So I got these out of the new with tag section for $2, and it's Roundtree and York. And of course it's 40/30, so a little bit larger, but of course they're brand new. And I'll be able to get at least $10 out of that as well. The other bag I have here, this is a Solidex video cassette rewinder, and oddly there is a market for these. I can probably get anywhere from like $15 to $20 out of this, and there is a sticker that says tested. However, I will make sure and test it myself as well. So, Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, this is on cassette. Even though this is on cassette, there's a large market for people always looking for the information and materials that go along with Dave Ramsey stuff. These are CDRW, data for computer writers. And again, there's a market for this. I can get anywhere from $10 to $20. Of course, before I did research, I had no idea that people were still utilizing those. This Wii Fit Plus, I got because I got a Wii Fit board the last time I went to the bins. And, you know, it goes for a little more when you sell it, if it comes with the Wii Fit Plus. So found that. This was $2, and that'll go with my Wii Fit board, that I can maybe get like $30, $40 out together. They used to go for a lot more. Depends on the condition. But that's all I found at DAV today. And my receipt here, I spent $13.77. And if I tally all that up, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about approximately $65 to $70 profit after spending $13.77. So next, how did Goodwill hold up today? So I only found 3 things at Goodwill today. However, they're going to be very nice flips, actually. I found these Chucks Converse size 12, and they are the high top version, which goes for a little more than the low top version. I'm gonna look at some pricing on these. I may throw it up like over here in the corner or something, but for $4.99, and then of course they applied my 10% discount, so a little less than $5. I'm assuming that I could at least get, you know, $15, $20 out of these. They're in really good condition. The bottom tread's still really good. They're still mostly white on the sides. I can do a little bit of cleaning, and these are almost going to look brand new. I found this Steve Allen Bossa Nova jazz record. I looked up comps on this, and it's looking like maybe I can get like $12 or $13 for this. And of course I paid $2. Now, this is probably my best find and last find at Goodwill. This is a Sony 5-disc changer. And of course, Sony is always an excellent brand, very much in demand from almost any era. This is, of course, from like, you know, mid to late 90s era, which there is a market for. And it was on the comps on this, it's looking like maybe I can get like $40 or $50 out of this. And as you can see, the tag here, it was $3.99, but it was a blue tag sale. So virtually $4, you know, but half of that. So it was $2. So total, I spent $10 at Goodwill. because I rounded up for their charitable donation. It was actually 9 something. So if I tally that up, that's about $60 total that I'm gonna make. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 70 or 80 if the sneakers bring more. So basically, we virtually have a tie here. So I hope you enjoyed this fun little thrift battle, and trust me, you will see these two again. I frequent those two places very often. The next time I do this, I'm probably gonna try in a different city, the versus match. But so our winner today is, unanimously by default, Goodwill. After doing the final tallies, it ended up that I'm gonna make about $80 from Goodwill, and I spent 10, and I'm gonna make about $65 from the DAV, and I spent $13.77. I did not find anything for personal use this time. Normally I find a thing or two that I'm gonna use myself or that my wife and I are gonna use. Did not find that today. And this was a lot of fun comparing all the prices, and next time I may do a little more detail of, specific pricing, specific profits and things like that. But I hope you really enjoyed this as much as I did. And stay tuned. I have 2 more videos coming up very shortly. One, of course, is the history of reselling, where I go clear back into ancient times, leading us all the way back up to the history of eBay, coming soon. And also, I have my wife and I's thrift trip, the most recent, to the bins in Kansas City, Missouri, coming up. So keep on drinking that coffee and keep on freelancing, and have a good day, guys. See you later.